Horses are some of nature's most magnificent animals, but they are also deeply social creatures. Their herd-like nature is no coincidence. It's a powerful evolutionary process that has taken millions of years to develop. The factors that bind horses to herds make biological, psychological, and ecological sense. Let's take a look at why horses herd. 1. The product of evolution, herding instinct. Horses' ancestors were wild horses. They lived in vast steppes, open forests, and lowlands. In these areas, predators, wolves, lions, and cheetahs were a constant source of danger. A horse living alone is an easy target for a predator. However, horses living in a herd dramatically increased their chances of survival by defending themselves together. Thus, the herd instinct was worked into the genes of horses over thousands of years. This instinct is so deeply rooted that even domesticated horses experience stress and anxiety when left alone. 2. Security, strong together. One of the most important functions of a herd is defense. If there are many horses in a herd, it becomes extremely difficult for predators to approach them secretly. Since horses have eyes located on both sides of their heads, they have a field of vision of almost 350 degrees. When several horses look in different directions at the same time, any movement around the herd is almost immediately noticed. In addition, there is a system of guarding in the herd. While other horses are resting or grazing, several horses observe the surroundings to ensure that the herd is not attacked. When danger is detected, warning signals are given. These are transmitted to the entire herd through signals such as neighing, stamping, ear flapping, etc. This collective defense system is much superior to what each horse could have on its own. 3. Social structure. Every herd has its own order. Horse herds are not chaotic masses. They are societies with complex social structures. Wild horse herds usually have a core family group consisting of a dominant stallion, several mares, and their foals. The dominant stallion protects the herd from predators and positions himself as the leader to prevent other stallions from approaching the herd. However, the dominant mare actually directs the daily movements of the herd. She is the leader, deciding where to go, where to graze, and when to drink water. This method of subordination ensures that the herd operates in an orderly manner. Each horse knows its place, which reduces unnecessary conflict and helps conserve energy. 4. Emotional bonds. Horses recognize friendship. Horses need each other not only for their safety, but also to meet their emotional needs. Studies have shown that strong friendships form between horses. A special bond can form between two horses. They rest next to each other, groom each other, and lean on each other. This social grooming, when horses lightly brush each other's necks and backs with their teeth, is not only hygienic, but also creates an emotional bond. This behavior lowers levels of the stress hormone cortisol, calming the horses. In horses living alone, the lack of such emotional support leads to serious stress and behavioral problems. 5. Learning and knowledge transfer. The herd is also a school for horses. Young horses learn life skills by watching older horses, where to find water, which plants are poisonous, how to behave when predators come. This knowledge is passed down through the herd from generation to generation. A young horse growing up alone does not have this information. Therefore, young horses left alone in the wild have a lower chance of survival than those raised in a herd. The herd is a kind of collective memory of horses. 6. Psychological comfort. Loneliness makes horses sick. Modern research shows that horses that live alone can face psychological problems. Constantly moving, shaking their heads, neighing incoherently, refusing to eat, these are all signs of loneliness. Some horses experience so much stress that this situation also affects their physical health. Digestive problems, weakened immunity, and even a shortened lifespan can be observed. Horse owners know that keeping a horse alone in a stable is almost the greatest cruelty to a horse. Therefore, most farms try to provide horses with at least one companion, another horse, or even an animal such as a donkey or goat. Conclusion. The fact that horses live in herds is not a weakness, but one of their greatest strengths. The herd provides them with physical protection, emotional support, sharing experiences, and life energy. Over millions of years, this behavioral pattern has made horses one of the most powerful mammals in the world. Like humans, horses are social creatures. Perhaps that is why the bond between horses and humans is so deep and historically rooted.